I got to read this bitches for you this week.
Okay.
What are you reading?
A rare appearance. Read this bitches. I'm reading The History of the Future from Blake Harris, who wrote Console Wars, which I know a lot of our listeners really enjoyed. And I got to say, if you enjoy that, you're going to enjoy this at least as much. I know you're thinking, and Shipwreck said as much to me, that, and maybe it's true in terms of recognition, but you don't really need the nostalgia factor of Nintendo or Sega or something like that to have a really interesting and exciting book about what is ostensibly the video game industry. It's about Oculus Rift and how that company was founded and leads up until their acquisition of Facebook. And I'm only halfway through, so I'm not up to the Facebook acquisition yet. But
don't give away the ending.
Spoiler. If you've watched the news, that's what happened. But I know for a fact that the author worked on this book for a very long time, and he says in the foreword that he's had access to so many documents and everything. So you're really, really getting a pretty inside look of how this company went from nothing, went literally from a trailer in Palmer Luckey's parents' driveway to a $3 billion acquisition very quickly. And, it's video games. So there's a lot of mentions of things like E3 and Hip Hop Gamer. Hip Hop Gamer has a page and a half in this book. That alone should sell you on the book. It's really good, Ship. You think you're going to check it out? You read Console Wars.
I did read Console Wars. I very much enjoyed Console Wars.
There's a lot of video games in this. So it's very much a book about the video game industry. Mm-hmm. But it revolves around virtual reality and specifically the Oculus Rift, Oculus, just Oculus, right? So yeah, you don't really need, I don't know. It's really good. I'm glad that it came right when my family left to go to Japan, because it's helped pass a lot of time.
I'm at least intrigued to check it out, but the VR part of it, as always, is not interesting to me.
And right, also, when are you gonna have time to sit and read a book?
Well, I would listen to it. I'm assuming there's an audio version of it.
Oh, all right.
But it's very interesting how it ties into the video game industry and how the author had access to emails and stuff. So you're seeing how
I have access to email.
No, I'm talking about emails within the gaming industry.
I have 4 email addresses. I have lots of access.
Okay. Anyway, I recommend The History of the Future.
We lived this. We lived a lot.
I know, that's what makes it really cool, because they talk about.
We were there when the WikiPad was in an off-site hotel at PAX.
That's what I mean. It's really a book about the video game industry, not just. It's certainly not a book about Palmer Luckey. If you're thinking that you're going to get like a biography of Palmer Luckey.
Okay, well that makes it sound better to me.
Okay, yeah, it's not that. It's I would say it's a book about the video game industry and VR, and how VR, like, there was a moment there where people were like, holy shit, this is going to be the next big thing. Like, how do we get in on this? And then, some people are like, this is not going to be the big thing. Some people are thinking Ouya is going to be the next big thing. It's very interesting to read about like recent history and see like who had the right takes, who had the wrong takes, especially when there were, billions of dollars on the line. Anyway, and History of the Future, it's really good so far. I'll let you know how it ends in next time. I'm sure I'll be done.